He talks about those 4 scientists in Brazil and their experiments saving fruit bats' lives with cigarettes.
You edit the soundtrack down to be about a 19-minute track, and it gets sent to our animation production company, which is Film Roman.
I'm the supervising director of the project. I directed the pilot episode and help in the overall details of the picture and what the characters are like.
Wes Archer was the very first supervising director on the show, and he also pretty much was the show designer, the main character designer, the background designer. Wes was in a lot of ways the initial visual artist for the show. Him and Mike worked closely, and with Greg, to develop the show's overall look.
Initially, there were 8 Mike Judge designs for characters. The animators take his drawings and make them look nice. If there's any changes he wants to make, we make changes, and we come up with a lot of new character designs as the show requires.
Basically what I'm doing now is design for secondary characters in the show, characters other than the main characters that appear, like in the background, or characters with lines and that sort of thing. And what they're looking for in the show is a high level of realism. So we look through photographs of regular everyday people and draw them to make them as real as possible.
This is what's called a storyboard show. The amount of animation we do here at the facility is very minimal, but very important. Small bits of animation. The production of the show is done through a storyboard, and it's animated overseas.
First, we would get the script from 20th Century Fox. That would be delivered to the director, and himself and 2 other guys, probably his AD and 1 storyboard guy, would break the script down. The show is boarded out. Usually we have 300 to 400 scenes per show.
I'm a storyboard artist here. I take the scripts and take what's written here, you turn it into roughs, but essentially it's for placement and pacing, so you know how the story's gonna play out. The storyboard is actually thinking more than drawing, because like you can see, it's quick, simple drawings. It's picking the shot and what angle you're going to be shooting from. It's a close-up or far away. So a lot of this is in the head.
That in turn is handed to the layout artists, who take those storyboard drawings, blow them up. That would give you your comp to start the actual animation drawing.
I do backgrounds for King of the Hill, background layout, and basically what happens is we get this, what is generated from a storyboard, and it comes from layout, where they put all the characters together, and then I'll rough out a background.
After your layout is all done, it then goes to a timer. The timer does a rough pass. Usually dialogue and action would dictate the length of a scene. That in turn would get scanned and go to animatics, where basically a pencil test is put together.
Basically what we do is we get drawings from the layout floor, and we get an audio track. We scan in all the drawings, put them in order, and for the duration they're supposed to be on, and we create a rough version of the show, black and white, just the key poses, so they can check the timing and the acting and all that before they make changes, before they have it colored.
Hey, John Redcorn.
Hank, Dell, Bill, Boomhauer.
John Redcorn, we've got this Order of the Straight Arrow retreat tomorrow, and I was wondering...
I'd be honored to look after your wife.
Oh, well, gee, thanks.
That in turn would be screened to Greg and Fox and Mike Judge, and then it would be sent to Korea. Korea does the in-betweening and the coloring and the photography.
You shoot it on film, it comes back to us, we put the sound on, and got you a little TV show. I think that moment when I knew it was going to be okay, I was at the rental car place in LA. There was a guy working there who didn't speak English real well, but he recognized my name. Like he said, "Oh, King of the Hill, that's with the lawnmowers and the..." and he started laughing, talking about it, and I was like, wow, if that guy likes it, that's doing something right.